go an hour without drinking water because you'll be dehydrated. You see, a lot of us are not dehydrated. A lot of us are not even hungry. We have our basic needs. And I'm also guilty. We have the things that we need. So there's no hunger for more. You see? But then it is only those that hunger and thirst that will be filled. That's even scriptural. Okay, so when we come to cell meeting like this, I'm just saying all this so that we'll have the time to do our reminders. Everybody go to the groups and do your reminder. If there's somebody, your accountability partner, somebody you know is supposed to be in the meeting and you can't find in this meeting, please just go and call them and tell them to come, okay? When I started this business, there was no cell meeting I attended that I didn't take notes. There was no training I was qualified for that I didn't go with my book. I have a carton of books that I used to take notes from cell meetings. Knowing my kind of person, if not because of these trainings, I don't know, maybe I won't be here today, you know, but there's something this thing does for you. And, you know, just like the farmer, just like the parable of the talents, the one that was faithful with the little that he had, that one that went and multiplied, that one that nurtured, that one that valued that talent that he was given, its value. A lot of people, anyway, the people that I should be hearing this are not in this meeting, I know, but some of you will go and tell them. The people that value this opportunity, the people who handle this talent like it is sacred, like it is not even my own. It is God's business. It is something that my leaders care about, my mentors nurture it. Why shouldn't I? If you handle it that way, you wouldn't need to be reminded to attend cell meeting. You wouldn't need to be told to sit up during cell meeting. Do you know it's so bad by default? Even when I'm sleepy, it is so bad that I can't find myself lying down during cell meeting, except maybe I'm sick or in the hospital. But that my leader is talking and I'm lying down, trying to, but struggling with sleep. It's not possible. So there's a value that you give to this opportunity, to everything that has to do with this seemingly small opportunity, but big. If you see it the way it is, the way God sees it, you will value it much more than you do, okay? So the numbers have increased just by 8. But of course, we'll go ahead and continue. So I hope we have our writing materials. I also have mine, even though I was in the training, I've listened to the training and all of that. But I just thought that since we're having our own challenge as well, it will be in order for us to listen to this training. Now, one of the primary goals of this challenge that we're running is to build a team, for each and every one of us to build a team, especially for some of us that have been here for a while and, you know, attrition happens and all of that. It's for us to learn what to do, the process of what to do. And if you're new, yeah, you're very privileged to listen to this because you do some things better than we did when we started. Okay, so if you're ready, go to the comment section and type "I'm ready." If you're ready with your writing materials, go to the comment section and type "I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready." I want to see your comments. So please, can you let me share my screen? Okay, I'm co-host. It's the process of building a network marketing. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, type 1. If you can see my screen, type 1. Okay, so let me just share the sound. Okay, enjoy. Please don't be distracted. Please make sure you get the most value from this meeting. Okay?
Network marketing. This is what we're going to be looking at this morning. The process of building in network marketing.
Sorry, can you hear? Were you hearing the sound?
Yes, we are hearing.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
It's not low, but it's your studio.
Sorry, can you share the sound again, please?
Of building in network marketing. This is going to be what we're going to focus on this morning, and we're trusting that God will help us to understand. The goal is that you leave this meeting and you understand what it takes to build, and you begin the process. You begin the journey. So if you're ready for this training this morning, if you're ready for this insight this morning, I'd like you to go to the chat space and type ready. Type ready so that we can get started right away. The process of building in network marketing. The process of building in network marketing. All right. Make sure your teammates are connected because it will save you a whole lot. If your teammates are connected, it will save you a whole lot. It will save you a whole lot. The process of building in network marketing. Let's proceed quickly. The reason why we are building is because of the vision that has brought us here together. The vision of C2NFG is to raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. If you're new here this morning and you're asking, what exactly are these people doing? Why am I here? What is this meeting all about? What the meeting is all about is on your screen. This is the reason why we are connected here this morning. This is the reason why we connect every morning, get mentorship, so that we can be able to fulfill and achieve this vision that is on the screen. To raise financially free people. We are in the business of helping people become financially free so that they can join forces with us and go and impact our world positively. That's the reason why we're connected here this morning. Because without financial freedom, impact is not possible. Slaves can't make impact. Only people that are free can make impact. If you are slave to time, there is less impact you can make. But if you have freedom, you can make a lot of impact and fulfill purpose. So the vision uses financial freedom as a platform for her partners to affect the world positively. Our mission is to raise 500,000 diamonds in the connected economy and then usher in the next generation world changers. We are in the business of raising and grooming the next generation world changers. People who will impact their world. People who will change the narrative of things. People who will put smiles on people's face. People who will liberate people from bondage, from limitations. That is the business that we're doing. And it has been identified that every vision needs a vehicle. And the vehicle that is suitable and compatible with the vision that we are running, that can help us to achieve this in time, is network marketing. Network marketing. And if you must achieve success in network marketing, then you must be willing to build. Success in network marketing is as a result of the team, the people you have built over time. That is what gives you success in network marketing. Success in network marketing is not achieved when you carry product. It's not achieved by how many product persons you got product across to. It is achieved by how many persons you're able to build and raise and help them to stand and become independent. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we must build, then we must understand the process of building. We must understand what it takes to build so that we can be able to go and build effectively. The people who will have rest and freedom tomorrow are the people who are building today. If you're not building anything today, freedom is not your portion tomorrow. The question this morning is, what are you building? What exactly are you building? It was Awolowo, late Awolowo, that says that if you want a reward of 6 months, he said plant corn. He said if you want rewards of 1 year, 2 years, he said plant trees. He said, but if you want the reward of lifetime, he said plant people, build people. So this morning we're going to be looking at building, the process of building in network marketing. So as a way of introduction this morning, I'd like us to understand, like I started by saying, that building is a process. Building is not a moment. Building is not an event. Building is not something you just wake up and do it and go back. No. It's not something you show up one day and start and finish. No. It's a process. It is a process. Most people want the harvest without planting seasons. A lot of people desire harvest. A lot of people want results, but they avoid the process. You see, network marketing rewards those who endure process, not those who seek shortcuts. Not those who are asking whether the process can be compromised so that it can be easy. Not those who are asking, can we change the system so that it can be easy? No, network marketing rewards those who endure process, not those who seek shortcuts. It was Jim Rohn that said that don't wish it was easy, wish that you are better. So network marketing does not seek those who seek, is not looking for those who seek shortcuts. Network marketing is on the lookout for those who are willing to endure the process and get better. Listen, you don't grow a business, you build one. Anything worthwhile must be built. You don't grow a business, you build one. You build one. You build it. You don't wish for success, you walk through stages of success. There are stages, there are phases to accomplishing anything you want to achieve, especially building. There are stages, there are phases that you must go through. Get your teammate into this cell meeting before we get hot, before we move to the next level. We're about to shift gear into the next level. Get your teammate into this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, process is proof that you are becoming the person your future requires. Process is proof that you are becoming the person that your future requires. Anytime you see people who struggle to function here, Anytime you see people who quit our business, check very well. They are not people of process. They are people who seek shortcuts. If you are not a person of process, if you are somebody who seeks the end rather than the means, if you are somebody who is interested in the end result rather than the process it takes to arrive at the result, you can't flourish here. You can't survive here. You will quit. You will say, I can't do this. You see, process is a proof that you are becoming the person your future requires. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning I'm going to be sharing with us phases of the building process. 5 phases of the building process. Phase number 1, the learning phase, which is the foundation. The learning phase, which is the foundation. The learning phase, which is foundation. You see, everything starts with learning. Learning simply means replacing ignorance with knowledge. That's learning. Replacing darkness with light. That is learning. Gaining insight, gaining illumination. That is learning. Whatever you want to achieve in life, not just in this business, whatever you want to achieve, it starts with learning. And learning forms the foundation. So imagine the foundation is corrupted. Imagine the foundation is faulty. Then the entire building cannot stand. That is the reason why a lot of people are struggling to build something sustainable. Why? Because this first phase has been boycotted. You wake up today, you see a lot of people who wants to function before they learn. They want to function before they learn. They are not willing to learn, but they are willing to be in the showroom. They are willing to be on the screen, but they are not willing to spend time and learn. I've seen a lot of people who signed up into our business. They desire the reward before learning. They want to earn first before they can now be convinced to sit down and learn. How? How can you put the horse before the cart? How can you earn before you learn? It is learning before earning. It is when you learn that you are qualified to earn. If you have not learned, you're not qualified to earn. The duration is within the time you signed up and 1 month. Within first 30 days of plugging into this system, the only thing that should be on your mind is learning. Stop thinking about money in the first 30 days. Learn first. Learn so that you can earn. When you learn, you'll be positioned to earn. Learn the system. Learn the product. Learn the vision. Understand the vision you are in before you begin to think of earning. Even in your traditional jobs or businesses that you do, you first of all commit time to learn before you can start earning. Have you ever seen somebody who was employed and that same day they paid him salary? No. You learn the system, learn the product, learn the vision. Within your first 30 days, this is what you should be committed to learning day and night, back to back, back to back. You are rushing. When I signed up into this project, this was exactly what I did. I remember the materials that were given to me to be consumed in a month. I finished them up in 3 days. Because the hunger to learn, the hunger was so much. Learning as a phase is the starting point, is the foundation. This is where you get trained. You attend events. You master your presentation. You understand your compensation plan. You submit to mentorship fully. It starts with submission, because until you submit, you can't learn. If you are high-headed, you can't learn anything. If you know it all, you can't learn anything. Matt Morris said, if you're green, you're growing. If you are ripe, you are rotten. Never come to a point where you know it all. Continually learn. Be at the position of learning. Continue to learn. Submit to mentorship. You see, this is where many quit. Many people quit here because results are not visible yet. You don't desire results within your first 30 days. What you should be thinking is, how much have I learned? Have I learned enough to position me to earn? Many quit at this point because result is not visible. Well, guess what? This is your root stage. This is your root stage. You're taking roots downward. You see, how deep your root goes down determines how tall your plant can grow. Determine how tall your plant can grow. Phase 2 of building is called the activity phase. We call it planting phase. The first one is the foundation, which is the learning phase. The second one is the activity phase, the planting phase, the planting phase. The duration is within your second month to third month. You should be able to commit massively into this activity. Massive exposure and daily action every day. Those things you have learned has now positioned you, has now empowered you to go and function. You function effectively, daily and massively. Listen, you don't find leaders by waiting. Leaders will not come and knock on your door and join you. You find them by talking to too many people. When we say talking to too many people, you are making the invitation massively. You are exposing them. You are showing them the opportunity massively. You are getting them to see the opportunity massively. That is how you find your leaders. What are the key activities in this phase? Prospecting. Every day, you are collecting new contacts. You're making new friends. Every single day, at least 2 to 3 to 5 new numbers you're collecting every day. How is that possible? Because we meet people every day. Everybody meets new people every single day. Every day you leave your house, statistics has shown that you run into at least 5 to 10 new persons every day. In the keke that you enter, in that junction where you stood to get Okada, where you stood to take a bus, there are a lot of people you have never seen them there. In the keke where you are seated, in the bus where you are seated, there are a lot of people you have not met before. Some of you have given lift to people you have never seen before. And after you gave them lift, you dropped there and you said goodbye. Do you think that God positioned them there just for the purpose of lift? Or God is trying to say something? Or God is trying to tell you this is your ego, but you are not aware? You prospect every day. I think it was in one of the scriptures that said, you plant in the morning, you plant in the afternoon, you plant in the evening time. You are planting because you don't know which of the seed is going to bring reward, is going to yield and bring reward. So you are planting in season and out of season. Prospect daily. Invite consistently. Present boldly. Remember, you have been trained for 30 days. Remember, you have some level of understanding of your compensation plan, of your vision, and your product, so you can present boldly. You follow up intentionally. People who have seen your opportunity, this is the phase where you're following up on them. Listen, activity is what produces clarity. You see, those things you think you're learning, whether you understand or not, once you get into activity, when you get into action, it becomes clearer. It becomes clearer. It becomes clearer. Activity produces clarity. You can never have clarity if you are not in activity. The more people you talk to, the more skilled and confident you become. The more people you come across, the more skilled and confident you become. Recently, I was going through my gallery. I was looking at the different meetings I have anchored in the last 7 years. I've spoken to a group of 50, spoken to a group of 100, group of 500, group of 1,000. I've spoken to a congregation of 3,000 or more. That is why the confidence is at the level where it is, and it is still growing. Ladies and gentlemen, after the learning phase, which is the foundation, is the activity phase, which is planting. The third phase is called the leadership phase, which is the duplication phase. The leadership phase, which is the duplication phase. If you're getting value and you're following, please go to the chat space and type value. If you're getting value already this morning, I'd like you to go to the chat space and type value. If you're getting value, if you're not wasting your time here this morning, and you're already getting insight, please go to the chat space and type value, 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 value. Fantastic. Let's run quickly. Our time is fast spent. Let's run quickly. The leadership phase, which is the duplication phase. So are you saying it started from foundation, learning? It gets to activity, which is planting. Now we are at the third stage, which is the leadership phase, which is duplication. Duplication. Within your 3 to 6 months, you are at the point where you are now duplicating. Your focus here is that you are helping your partners to do what you did. You are helping them to go through learning phase. You are helping them to go through planting, which is the activity phase, so that they can also come to the phase where you are, which is the leadership phase. That is what you do. At this point, it is expected that you are a king's man. Yes. If you follow through properly, unbroken, what I'm showing you, by this time, you're already a king's man, because it is only at the king's man phase you cannot begin to duplicate and raise other king's men. You are no longer just signing people. You're not just about recruiting people again. No. You are raising builders. You are raising builders like you. You see, duplication happens when you mentor your team, when you mentor and train your team, when you lead by example. You are doing what you're asking them to do, so that they are seeing you doing it, they are also doing it. You see, most times, a lot of us wants to tell people what to do, whereas we are not doing what we're asking people to do. The best way to lead people, the best way to mentor and guide people is by leading by example, leading through example. Don't tell them what to do, show them. Let them see you doing it. Don't be a talker, be a worker. Let them see you working it out, so that they can also be part of it. One of the things I told myself is that in my team, I will outwork everybody. I will outwork everybody. I will outlast everybody. I will work harder than anybody. More of the work, so that people can see and follow through and duplicate same. You can't take people to where you have not gone to. You can't get people to do what you are not doing. You can't build passively. You must build actively. I'm here to see my teammates that will outwork me. Put your work on the scale. Let me put my work on the scale. Because that is what leaders should do. Leaders should outwork everybody in their team. You want to build a team, you must outwork everybody. You must do everything that you're asking them to do. Lead by example. Not cho. No. Lead by work. Work it out. Walk the talk. Let them see it. It becomes easier for them to duplicate when they see it happening. Duplication happens when you build systems. System of presentation, system of training, system of checklist, so that it can run without you. That is duplication. We already have different SMO checklist classes running that I don't anchor. I don't have to anchor it. But if I have to anchor it, then there's no duplication. Why? Because I have already trained and built to that level where it can run without me. Now, what I focus is the new ones I'm recruiting on board are the ones now I am running it for them directly with the view that 6 months from today, they should be anchoring and doing things on their own without me. Duplication. No leader wants to carry liability. All along, you are carrying the person, you are teaching, you are mentoring, you're growing the person, but the person has refused to become independent of you. No leader wants that. You don't grow by carrying people around. You grow by raising independent people. And that is why in this business, in this vision, we share all that we know. We empty ourselves. We don't hoard wisdom. We don't hoard secrets. Everything we know, we share it out so that as many that wants to benefit can benefit from it and become independent and grow. Listen, if it is not duplicating, then it means it's not growing. Listen, recruitment is not growth. Oh. Now you recruited people into your team is not growth. What shows growth is duplication. Recruitment is just a start process. What shows is duplication. If it is not duplicating, it is not growing. If at the end of on Saturday, people are being onboarded for Active Partners program, nobody is being onboarded from your team. It doesn't matter how many people you recruited, you are not growing. There's no growth there. Nobody is becoming an active partner. Nobody is being inducted as Kingsman. You are not growing. If it is not duplicating, it is not growing. What it means is a proof that duplication is absent in what you are doing. And without duplication, you can never rest. You can never come to a point of rest without duplication. That is why if you stop doing, if you don't invite anybody, you don't earn. That is why if you don't show up to do what you need to do, you don't get paid. Why? Because you are not duplicating. No growth is happening. So recruitment is not a proof that you're doing well. The proof that your team is healthy is that new people are becoming active partners. And the active partners are becoming Kingsmen. They are growing. Duplication. Let's go to phase 4 quickly as we wrap up this meeting. Phase 4 of this building process is the expansion phase. You see, if you're listening to me critically this morning and you are careful to observe what is being shown to you today, I can guarantee that in the next 1 year, you can achieve what you have not achieved in the last 5 years. If you pay critical attention to these phases, this process, and you decide to follow process and not complicate process and not mix up process and not trying to adjust process, if you are careful enough to follow through and raise people through this process, in the next 1 year, you can achieve what you are trying to achieve in the last 5 years and you have not achieved. Expansion phase, which is the momentum. This is where your team begins to gain momentum. Within 6 to 12 months of running this project, of signing up, you should be able to create momentum. You see, the focus here is depth and consistency. Depth, going deep, and consistency. Your leadership begins to create layers. Your team now grows even when you are not present. Your mindset shifts from, I need to make money, oh, I need to make money. You don't wake up every day asking yourself, I need to make money. Your mindset shifts from making money to building leaders. I need to build leaders. I need leaders. I need leaders. This is where freedom begins. This is where freedom begins. This is where true freedom begins, ladies and gentlemen. The final phase is called the phase of mastery. Mastery phase. That is the legacy phase. The legacy phase. The legacy phase. For you to come to this phase, you must have spent above 12 months going through other process, other phases. You can't shorten the duration. You can't cut it down. You can't boycott anyone. If you want to build something that is sustainable and that will outlive you, you must go through the process. The focus here is sustainability and mentorship. Sustainability and mentorship. Sustainability and mentorship. At this stage, you are not just leading followers, you lead leaders. It's leaders you are leading, not followers. At this stage, you already have system and structure in place. That's why I pity those who are building their business without systems and structure. You see, when it doesn't matter the size of your team, it doesn't matter the size of the number of people in your team. If you don't have system and structure in place, it will be wiped out in a second. It will shock you. Within a slumber, twinkle of an eye, this large number you are seeing will just go off because no system, no structure. And how do people end up without system and structure? These are people who refuse to follow through the process. They think that having the number justifies they are successful. The number alone does not confirm you are doing well. What confirms that you are doing well is the system and the structure in place to sustain whatever you are building. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, you are respected, not just followed. Your result speaks for you. It speaks for you. Evidence of the things you have done is so visible. Anybody, even the blind, can see. Hence, they follow you. They follow you. You have moved from doing the business to being the business. You have built culture, credibility, and capacity. We call it mastery phase. Ladies and gentlemen, legacy begins when duplication becomes automatic. When duplication becomes automatic, it means you are no longer involved. You don't have to initiate it. Then, guess what happened? Duplication, a legacy is in place. At this phase, you can be completely out, you can be completely absent, yet duplication is taking place, is running without you. These are the 5 phases of building process. 5 phases of building process. What the process requires. What does the process require? Number 1, the process requires patience. You see all these things I've shown you. If you don't have patience, you can't build. Building is not for people who are impatient. Building is not for people who are looking for it now. They are looking for bread. They are looking for sharp money. They want it now. Building is not for you. It's not for you. Patience is a necessity in the journey of building. In the process, you must have patience. Nothing great grow overnight. Nothing great, nothing worthwhile happen overnight. It happens over time. You can't microwave success in business that is built through people. You can't microwave success. You can't just carry it and put it in and turn in 5 minutes and you expect to be hot and is ready for consumption. No. Do you microwave raw food? No, you cook it first. You cook it before it is eligible for microwave. It's only cooked food that you can microwave. You can't microwave raw food. You can't microwave success in a business that is built through people. No, sir. No, man. The second requirement is consistency. You don't win because you did it once. If you see the survey I did yesterday, I did plenty survey yesterday. Today, what are you doing? A lot of people are always talking of what they did yesterday. What you should be talking of is what you are doing today and what you will do tomorrow, not what you did yesterday. Because what is celebrated yesterday can only be tolerated today. Yesterday's success may not count for today's requirement or today's challenges. Stop talking about what you have done yesterday, what you have achieved yesterday, and start focusing on what are you doing currently and what will you do tomorrow. You don't win because you did it once. You win because you didn't stop. You continue to do it. You continue to do it. You continue to do it. Come rain, come sun, come shine. You're doing it. Third requirement is faith. Faith. As a matter of fact, without faith, you can't carry God on your journey. Did you hear that? Did you catch that? Without faith, any journey you are going to, without faith, you can't carry God on your journey. You can't carry God alongside with you, because the scripture said, without faith, it is impossible. You can't please God now. You can't walk with God without faith. You can't do anything with God without faith. You must not see result for you to show up. The good weather teammates, they show up when it is good. When it is bad, they disappear. When it is good, when they see sign like something good is happening, they show up. They are good. I call them good weather teammates. You can't be a good weather person and build something sustainable. Become all weather, not good weather only. All weather, all weather, all weather. Faith keeps you working even when the numbers are not yet visible, even when your result is not showing. Faith, you know you are not wasting your time. That is faith. Faith, faith. Anytime you come to the level where faith is in place, just know that God is with you. God is in what you are doing. Faith is the invitation to bring God into what you do. Not just prayer. Most times a lot of us pray, we pray, but there's no faith. You pray to a God you don't believe in. You are praying to God to come and help you, but you don't believe in his capacity that he can help you. So you are seated at home. You are still waiting for him to show you proof. He said, blessed are those who have not yet seen but believe. They have not seen yet, but they believe. They believe. You see, you can't conquer the world we live in without faith. You can't conquer. You can't do anything amazing in the world we live in today without faith. Anytime you need proofs to do what you need to do, you can never do something outstanding. You will always replicate what others have done. You will always create what others have done. If you need proofs always to function, you are limited. Your functions will be limited. Ladies and gentlemen, what the process requires, coachability. 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 Submission to mentorship shortens your process. It shortens your process. It shortens your process. It makes it faster for you. It makes it faster for you. A lot of people have what it takes to succeed, but they are struggling to submit to mentorship. They are struggling to follow mentorship. You can see them visibly struggling to comply with instructions, comply with what they are being told to do. You could see them, they are struggling. The reason for the struggle is lack of submission. When you submit, you don't struggle to follow. When you submit, you don't struggle to follow. You don't struggle to follow. You don't struggle to follow anybody you have submitted to. You don't struggle to follow them. Submission is what shortens the process. Submission to mentorship. Until you submit, you will continue to struggle. Listen, you can't skip mentorship and expect multiplication. The reason why it is not multiplying, it is not duplicating, the reason why it looks like duplication is absent is because you are skipping mentorship. You are skipping mentorship. Anytime your mind convinces you that you know what you are doing, just know that there's a problem ahead. Anytime you want to do something and your mind is convincing you that you know what you are doing, just go ahead and do it. You know what you are doing. There's a problem ahead waiting for you. Always double check. Double check whatever you do. Double check whatever you do. Anything you do, double check it. Double check it. Double check it. I double check everything with my mentor before it is out on the space. Before it is rolled out on the outer space there, I double check with my mentor. Double check with as simple as the thing may look like. I still double check with him today. 6 years, 7 years later, I'm still double checking with him. You can't skip mentorship and expect multiplication. Let's wrap up this meeting. What is the price of process? There is a price to pay. There is a price to pay. Every builder must go through seasons. Seasons of rejection, seasons of delay, seasons of discouragement, seasons of testing. Life will test you. Nature will test you. Even God will test you. Your decision will be tested so that it can be validated. Rejections will come. Delay will be there. Discouragement. It will come. It will come knocking on your door. Some will even sleep with you on the bed. You will see this distraction, delay. They're around you everywhere. Every builders go through this season. But these are not punishment. These seasons are not punishment. Do you know what this seasons does? They are preparation moments. They prepare you for the future. They are not punishment time. They are preparation time. When you are prospecting and nobody's coming, it's preparation time. It's not punishment time. When you are prospecting, there's a lot of rejection. It's preparation. When you are experiencing discouragement around you, left, right, center, it's preparation. It's not punishment. Every builder goes through this season. I'd like you to note that you are not being delayed. You are being developed. Delay is not denial. It's development. Delay is not denial. It's development. You are being developed. You are being developed through the process. You are being developed. You are being forged into a diamond. Every great eagle in this profession has scars. You see, your scars are proof that you stayed when others quit. Child. Your scars are proof that you stayed when others quit. Something happened. Genuinely, you should be out. Logically, you should be out. But you decide to remain. Not once, not twice. So many times challenges came that should throw you out, but you remain. Your scars are the proof that you stayed when others quit. What killed others made you stronger and you succeeded. Listen, if you're listening to me, listen. Things that will take you out of your journey will come your way. Things that will take you out of the vision will come intentionally. Sometimes from even quota you don't expect. It will come, but you must make up your mind. That come rain, come sun, come shine, we did. we are on our journey, forward ever, backward never. The scripture said, he that puts his hand on the plow and look back is not worthy of the future. You're not worthy of the reward, of the crown ahead. No, it's forward ever. We don't put our hands on plow and look back and go back. No, if we will not end it, we will not start it at all. But as we have started it, we will take it to a logical conclusion. Why? Because we are unstoppable. We are unstoppable. It's a mentality that must be developed and fought. If I start it, I must finish it. Because I have the Spirit of God in me. God always starts whatever he finishes. If I carry the Spirit of God in me, I will not be a quitter. I will not be someone who abandons vision and abandon project. Whatever I start, I must go to the end. The delay, the test, the discouragement is not enough reason. They are not reason enough. I turn these things into stepping stones and I move to the next level. Because what has killed others has also made others strong. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the reward of process? As a wrap up, what is the reward of process? When you stay through the process, you will earn respect. People will follow you because you have paid the price. You will gain residual income. You will begin to earn money that you don't work for. The money you did not work for will be coming in. When you stay through the process, you will gain freedom, time freedom to pursue purpose and build legacy. When you stay through the process, ladies and gentlemen, those who endure process enjoy permanence. Those who endure process enjoy permanence. Those who endure process are the ones who are deserving of the crown, of the reward ahead. Not everybody. You don't get the crown because you got started. You get the crown because you endure process. You endure process. Ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up this morning, I'd like you to put your hand on your chest. if you have made up your mind to go through the process, if you have made up your mind to go through the process and build something amazing, to build legacy, to build something that will impact the world, if you are ready to build, put your hand on your chest and take this declaration after me. Say to yourself, I am an eagle. I am an eagle. I am committed to the process. I will learn, I will build, and I will lead. I will learn, I will build, and I will lead. I refuse to quit because greatness takes time. I refuse to quit because greatness takes time. If it is greatness you're looking for, it takes time. You can't shorten it. You can't maneuver. You can't microwave greatness. It takes time. Say to yourself, I stayed through the process until I soar. I stayed through the process until I soar high above every level. I will stay through the process until I get to my destination. I will stay through the process until I get to the top. I will stay through the process until I achieve the vision. With God on my side, with God on our side, we are unstoppable. If you believe you're unstoppable through the process, go to the chat space and type it, I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I will go through the process. I am unstoppable. Challenges will not stop me. I am unstoppable. Discouragement will not stop me. I am unstoppable. Rejection can't stop me. I am unstoppable. No show, no result, no footfalls can stop me. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you.
Awesome, awesome. If you got value, just type one thing that stood out to you. Okay? Just type what stood out to you. This training is really awesome. I mean, when I attended it, all I was thinking of was wealth creators, the diamond women, my team. If all of us hear this, there's a mindset shift that will definitely happen. So type what stood out to you. Type what stood out to you. Okay, the reason why duplication is absent is you're skipping mentorship. I tell my team this, you cannot grow your team without finishing your SMO checklist. It's not possible. It's not even, I'm not a prophet of doom. If for you to attract the people that will come and become kingsmen and do their own, you have to do your own. You can't give what you don't have. Okay, yeah. So yes, the reason why duplication is not happening is because we're skipping mentorship. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. Okay. Okay, somebody very awesome. What did we learn? I'll just take 4 minutes since we finished right at 9 o'clock. What has killed others has made others strong. So what is killing others? The rejection that is sending people away, the procrastination, the lack of results. I mean, the whole of this month, I'm even going to be naked and unashamed. The whole of this month, I haven't signed up anybody. Maybe because I was focusing on I don't have an excuse anyway, but it hasn't stopped me. I know there's a knowing that this is just a phase. It cannot take me out. There are times that I do the numbers, but there's a knowing that as long as you're doing your activities, as long as you're following mentorship, you're listening to your leaders, the results will show up. We're not fair weather people. There's something he said that really broke my back. He said there are people, and truly you see them around. There are people that are just fair weather. If the going is good, you will see them. I have teammates that when they mistakenly enter cell meeting and ambassador announces one good news, they will reach out to me and say, hey, I'll do this, I'll do that. The next day, they disappear. So we're not fair weather people. Decide that you're not going to be a fair weather person. Whether the going is good, it is bad, it is ugly. And like he said, in building, you will see the good, the bad, and the ugly. But you have to make up your mind that no matter what, we die here. Okay? For the religious people, we live here. Okay? So it's a decision you have to make. Okay? In building, it's not microwave. It doesn't happen instantly. You have to build. If you're a new person here, there's a message for you in this training. If you're an old person, if you're a leader, there's a message for you here. Okay, so yeah, building requires process. We're all weather. Thank you, Dr. Joseph. I know the people that are all weather. We're all weather. Okay. Clarity. I'm reading the messages. The messages keep coming and shifting this thing. So those who endure the process are the ones worthy of the crown. Do you know, even scripturally, it is those soldiers that fight that get the reward. And most soldiers that have stars on their uniform, they also have scars. Before the stars, there are scars. Before the stars, there are scars. Are you willing to collect the scars so that you can receive the stars, the crown? Okay, every great eagle in this profession has scars. Yes, scars are the proof that you stayed when others quit. The proof that you stayed when others quit is the reward that you get. You know, there is no reward without a sacrifice, without challenge. Okay, so I will be committed to learn the process. Beautiful. You must go through the process. You can't microwave success. If you follow through shortcuts, you will go out, you will be taken out through in a very short time. Okay, your success would be short-lived. And then anytime you are about to do something else rather than what you should do, and you feel you know that you know what you are doing, I think that's what Stephen wants to say. Anytime you feel like I already know now, I know now, I don't need cell meeting, I already know now, then just know that there's a big problem coming at you ahead. Okay, when you have a full cup, there are people that have a full cup. They don't have space for learning at all. They already know what to do. Come and launch out your business. My people, I know them. I know how I'll talk to them. I'll talk to them now. I know what to say to them. I know these people. They're telling you there's a system, there's a structure, there's how we run our business. Come and follow through. You say, no, I know these people. I know my friends. So I know, there are people that they're not teachable and coachable at all. When I validate people, I tell them, you will succeed. Our business is not a get rich quick scheme, but it is a get rich for sure over time scheme. If you follow through the system, the mentorship, if you're teachable and coachable, if you are willing to learn, if you're willing to apply the things that you learn, then you would succeed. And truly, if you struggle, it's because you're not following mentorship. You're not doing, there's a place for when you're doing the activities. Because at that time, you're learning, you're practicing what you've just learned. What phase is that? Who can tell me what phase that is? Who can say what phase that is? The first stage, your first 30 days, you don't expect any results. I have people that will sign up now. By next week, they're calling me to ask me, phase one. They're calling me to ask me if I've linked their account. If they can, they're trying to encash. You haven't even spent 1 month learning the skills of the business, yet you're thinking of encashment. Like, the thing baffles me. And then the moment they have a little challenge, they are thrown aback. Meanwhile, these are people that have been struggling all their life. They have done so many things in different fields. And you see, you're supposed to remove, if you're new here, like he said, remove money for now. Focus on growth and learning. Focus on understanding the ropes of this business and learning. The man with the marker makes the most money, the best skilled. It is your skills that will determine how much you earn in this business. Okay, So yeah, phase one, process step by step, shortcuts leads to problems. Okay, so thank you for your comments. If you got value, please go and meditate on what you've just listened to. Teach somebody. If you have a teammate that is not in this meeting, tell them what you learned from this meeting. Encourage somebody today. If the person's lifespan in this business was supposed to be a month, help them to extend it to 6 months. Okay? If the person's lifespan on their own, if they don't have the technical, the willpower, they don't have the skill, they don't have the mindset, help them, hold somebody's hand. There's a training that I attended. It's a church event though, for men. It's the men's anchor in Family Worship Center. Let me just say it so that the men here can go and listen to it. It's about holding forth, holding the rope for the next person. Okay, that is one of the things that we're called to do in our business. Hold forth for the next person. There are people in your team. There are people. Do you know why it's very easy for Dr. Abraham to invite me to his trainings and all of that, to give me access? Because there are people that are not even in my team that I hold their hand, I help them. I mean, there are people that, I'm not saying you should leave your team and go and start helping others, but even in your team, as long as they're in Wealth Creators, as long as they're in if you come to me and you tell me you are in Ambassador Lola's team, or you are in Didi's team, or you are in Jerry's team, or who are those? Anybody, as long as they are under Ambassador Ronke's mentorship, I give my all. I don't even hold back anything. Okay, why? Because we should hold forth for the next person. Help the next person's lifespan. If you go to the office, you signed up on the same day as some people, and you don't see them. You attended QSG. After QSG, you don't see them, they disappear. Look out for them. Look out for them. Okay? Make sure that you're holding forth for another person. You don't know where your teammates are going to be tomorrow. So don't be aloof. Okay? But yes, I would end up with this. I wrote so much, I don't even know. Like the affirmations say, we are not fair weather people. We're going to collect the scars. We're willing to take the scars. We're willing to be patient. We're willing to be consistent. We're willing to go the whole 9 yards through thick and thin, just to make sure that that vision will come to fruition. The Holy Book says, even though it tarries, wait for it. Even though the vision tarries, wait for it. Waiting is not easy for anybody, but there's a knowing that you know that waiting is just a phase. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's a time that wait will end. Okay, so well done everyone who stayed to this time. Sorry I took 10 minutes of our time. I hope we got value. If you got value, type value. God bless our leaders. Type I got value. God bless our leaders. Thank you, Ambassador, for this opportunity. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Let's go and apply. If what you know is not what you do, then you don't know anything. Okay? So let's go and do the needful. God bless you all. Over to you, host.